right, man. Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields has been diagnosed with epilepsy, if my memory serves me correctly, man. And most of his family members have grew out of it. You can't grow out of it, but it has no known court cure. Let's talk about epilepsy, and basically you could break out with seizures, and and obviously it is hereditary. Excuse me. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions. So I play. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. And would this stop me from drafting him? Basically, from the Detroit Lions. And basically, the symptoms are a neurological disorder marked by sudden recurrent episodes of sensory disturbance, loss of consciousness, convulsion, associated with abnormal electrical activity in the brain. It may occur of a genetic disorder or occur from a brain injury, which it wasn't a brain injury for him. It was a genetic disorder because multiple family members have it and they grew out of it. Such a trauma or stroke during a seizure, a person experienced abnormal behavior symptoms, sensations, sometimes including loss of consciousness. There are a few symptoms between seizures. Epilepsy is usually treated by medication and in some cases by surgery devices or dietary changes. So, I think hereditary was with those dietary changes, and the treatments is just really medicine. It's treated by medicine, in some cases surgery, obviously. Nerve pain medication, sedative, and some other stuff I can't pronounce. Anticonvulsant, excuse me. Pulmonary aspirations, including in which food, liquids, and saliva, vomit is. So it's just different things under the epilepsy, and a couple players in the league had it. Was it Samari Rowe? Was it Samari Rowe? I don't want to lie. It was Alan Faneca. I knew him, and it was Samari Rowe. Yep, former Florida State corner, and Tennessee and Baltimore Raven corner, and he actually missed 6 games in his career before they got his medication right. Alan Faneca never had an episode. So Faneca took medication to control seizures throughout his career. In 2007, Baltimore Ravens standout Samari Rowe had 3 major seizures, keeping him out of 6 games. Before doctors corrected his medication, he returned to the team. So, I mean, really, when you talk about a situation where Mac Jones is really, poking at his heels and getting at his heels, this, he might fall out the first round altogether. Which they knew this in the pre-draft situation. And like I said in my other video, check out the channel, Goodfellas Sports TV. He got 6 strikes against me. He got 3 for being black. He got 1 for being a quarterback from Ohio State. And 2 for the epilepsy now. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, man, because he seemed like a really good kid, man, and it's hereditary. And if they feel with their team physicians they can control it, nobody want to play her down on the field from seizures, or he get hit, he get a seizure, which Samari Rowe and Alan Faneca are 2 players that had successful careers. So with them, they may pave the way for him to get there, but I think it's just too much with people ignoring Mac Jones. Having he had the black face, go look that up. 2 DUIs, people gonna ignore that, but and then also, the history of Alabama quarterbacks not doing well, because you got a situation where Tua is still struggling in the league. So ultimately, I think Mac Jones is gonna be the pick, and the team's already made it up. I just think Justin Fields got too much going against him. I see a black quarterback from Ohio State with epilepsy, but he never had an episode of Ohio State, never missed a game, we never knew about it. So I don't really think it should be held against him. And also today's game has been the physicality has been taken out of it. Quarterbacks have been protected. So, I mean, but you got to ask yourself, will Kellen Mond and Trey Lance go over him? Will Kyle Trask go over him? Will it be a situation where, seem like he come from a high character family. I wouldn't hold it against him. If he there at 7, and I'm Detroit Lions, I still take him. Really my board go like realistically guys could be in there. It go Justin Fields, Devontae Smith still, I don't care about the weight that much. But Justin Smith, Kyle Pitts, Devontae Smith. If Chase there, he above those guys. And Sewell. And then I'm probably thinking Darius Slater. And then I'm moving down with none of those guys. Really, it's really Sewell, then trade down or those guys. So I wouldn't hold it against him, man. But most people think it will be SOL for the Lions to draft him and his career be over with because of that. And the Lions got to sit there and ask their physicians. But if he's there at 7, and my physicians feel comfortable, ownership feel comfortable, the coach, the quarterback coach, Dan Campbell feel comfortable, and Barrett Holmes feel comfortable, there's too much talent there. And then obviously you want Jared Goff to play next year. Meanwhile, we can teach Fields 2 things. We can teach him mechanics. We can teach him coverages. I think he needs help there. And then we can teach him how to handle his epilepsy. I think it's the best situation for him to sit behind somebody because I think he realistically, if he learns his coverages, he realistically beat out Jimmy Garoppolo. I think it might be a blessing for him to come here behind Jared Goff, continue to, do what he doing, just get better, man. He don't fall off my board at all. But tremendous player, dude. I don't know why people don't like him. He from Ohio State. At one point, Trevor Lawrence was from Clemson. You feel me? Trevor Lawrence was from Clemson, and Clemson hadn't had a quarterback you can remember come out and do anything. People forget that. So, curses are meant to be broken. I think Justin Fields break that curse, but I also think that breeds validity into not drafting him for most teams, man. But like I said, realistically, if he don't fall with you, like he may fall. If he don't fall, and then you got a situation, because I think Smith Pitt's going to be there, move down, or draft a tackle. And if those guys ain't there, I'll probably move down at that case. Build my linebacker core and see what else can happen. But it's easier said than done. People thought we should have moved down and took your boy, and then took Jeff Okudah. But for the most part, I wouldn't mind moving down. I mean, there's still how can I say it? Value receivers, a lot of value at linemen. And at that point, if I do move down, I'm taking Collins. I'm coming back in the second. And I'm taking Jamin Davis. Even if I got to trade assets, moving up for Davis, and then really, it's from there. So I think they got a couple options. They can complete their line early. They can take Fields early if he your guy. Or you can take Pitts, just star power, Smith, Chase, star power, which they may not be there. And then after that, move down and solidify your linebacker core, which they very important, especially, how much they pass today. But, if Justin Fields there, it doesn't change my mind at all. I think I was a little bit more worried after learning what epilepsy was and, he can grow out of it like most family members did. I think I feel more confident in him than I do about Devontae Smith coming in at 166 pounds. Him not wanting to weigh in, him not wanting to measure, then him he can't put on weight, man. That's a problem for me. 166 pounds at 6 foot. I mean, people gonna get physical on the line with him, and he gonna really have a lot of problems. But with Justin Fields, I just feel a little bit more comfortable knowing more about epilepsy and knowing more about his family history. So if he there, if you move down, you got a couple candidates, Trayvon, Murray Woodward, the safety out of TCU. You got Zayden Collins. You got Rashard Bateman, Jamin Davis. So, if you can move down, if you really see move down in the 20s, you can get a second round pick, a future first and the third this year. I think that's the ticket. You know what I'm saying? But I think one trade partner might be the Dallas Cowboys for Kyle Pitts. But if I can move down into the 20s, so be it. Close to the 20s. That's really what. But let me know what you guys think. Did that worry you about Justin Fields with Ohio State, with him being black for some people, and the epilepsy? To me, they don't bother me as long as he able to keep his medication up, and there's been examples of that in the NFL already. But other than that really don't bother me. But really my list go Justin Fields, then Chase, Smith or Pitts maybe, then Sewell, then Trey, then Slater, Darius. And people gotta understand it's a lot of value for offensive linemen in this draft. Ton of value, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check us out Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you need to reach out for, you want to advertise your business or channel, or you want a video request, you just want to chop it up. All my links there, Twitter's the fast way, then Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time RC Sports Talk. Peace.